So we will be doing questions of continuity. Now there is one another way of checking the continuity. Suppose we have to check the continuity at any number, right? A. It could be 0, it could be 2, 5, any number A, right? Now I am taking a number H. Its value will be very small. Small, it will tending to 0, right? It can be 0.00000001. It will be very small. H will be very small number. Now, okay. Now just for understanding, I am taking the value of H as 0.5, right? For just for understanding, but actually H will be very small. Now, if I will subtract H from A, right? H from A, this A minus H, when I will subtract H, will lie towards the left of A, right? And if I am adding H to A, then this A plus H will lie towards right of A, right? On the number line, if we are saying, so subtracting H, it will be on the left, and adding H, it will be on the right. So we will be checking the limits of the function at A minus H and at A plus H. If the limit of the function at A minus H is equals to A plus H, and this is equals to value of the function at A, again we can say that the function is continuous. This is the another concept of proving the questions of limit and continuity, that take a random number H, the H will be tending to 0, is a very small number. Then whatever the point we will be given, we will be finding left hand limit by f of A minus H. We will be finding right hand limit by f of A plus H, and the value of the function, it could be given, or we can calculate it by substituting the value of A in the given function. If left hand limit is equals to right hand limit is equals to value of the function, then we will be saying that the function is continuous, right? So now we will be proving our questions with this concept. Show that f of x square is continuous at x is equals to 2. Now the value in place of a we have value 2. So we will be taking left hand limit. F of a minus h, we are writing 2 minus h. It will be limit, h will be tending to 0 negative, right? And h is very small, approaching to 0, and in if f of x is there, it is x square. F of 2 minus h is there, it will be 2 minus h square. So we will solve. Limit h is tending to 0 negative. 2 minus h means a minus b square. A square plus b square minus 2 into a into b is equals to limit h is tending to 0 negative, 2 2s are 4 plus h square minus 2 2s are 4 h. Now put the limit. Putting the limit means put h is equals to 0. So it will be 4 plus 0 square minus 4 into 0 is equals to 4. So this implies our left hand limit is equals to 4. Now we will find the right hand limit, and then we will check whether the left hand limit is equals to right hand limit, right? Okay. So the very first, we have to check the continuity at x equals to 2. So for that, we are finding left hand limit. Left hand limit means the value of the function at 2 minus h, where h is a very small number. The value approaches to 0, right? F of 2 minus h means put the value of x as 2 minus h in the function. It will be limit h is tending to 0, f of x is x square, so instead of x square it will be 2 minus h square. Limit h is tending to 0, solve this bracket, 2 square plus h square minus 2 into 2 into h, because we can say a minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So is equals to 2 2s are 4 plus h square minus 4h. 4 as it is, the value of h you will put 0. So it is 0, this value is 0, so you are left with 4. This means that left hand limit is equals to 4. Now we will be finding right hand limit. Right hand limit will be given by f of 2 plus h is equals to limit h is tending to 0, 2 plus h square is equals to limit h is tending to 0, 2 2s are 4 plus h square plus 2 into 2 into h. We have applied the formula of a plus b whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Again, in the next step we can solve it further. It is 4 plus h square plus 4h. Put the value of h is 0, so it will be 4 plus 0 is equals to 4. So right hand limit is equals to 4. Also, value of the function f of 2 is equals to 2 square is equals to 4. Because f of x is equals to x square, we are directly putting the value of the point, which is 2. So f of 2 is equals to 2 square. So left hand limit is equals to 4, right hand limit is equals to 4, and the value of the function is also 4. So we will write, since left hand limit is equals to right hand limit is equals to f of 2, therefore function is continuous, right? This way we will prove the continuity of the function. Any doubt?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hanji?
Ma'am, they can also ask us to draw the graph for these,
No, no,
like
no, no,
for after
no,
proving it.
no, no.
No.
You will not draw the graph. You will only prove it mathematically. The graph is only for your understanding given in the books. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Show that f of x is equals to x square plus 3x plus 4 is continuous at x is equals to 1. Now same way we will be proving this question. The very first we will be taking left hand limit. Left hand limit will be, we will be taking limit h is tending to 0 negative f of 1 minus h is equals to limit h is tending to 0 negative x square plus 3x plus, sorry, this is wrong, x square. X square you will be writing 1 minus h square plus 3x, you will write 3 into 1 minus h plus 4. instead of x in the function, you will replace x with 1 minus h is equals to limit h is tending to 0 negative 1 minus h square. Open the bracket, it will be 1 plus h square minus 2h. A minus b whole square plus 3 multiply. So it will be 3 minus 3h plus 4. Add the like terms, like h square wali terms will be added to h square, h wali terms will be added to h terms, and this way h square minus 3h minus 2h minus 5h. 4 plus 3 plus 1. It is 1 constant term, 3 constant term, and 4 constant term. For 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 3, 8. Now, in the next step, put h is equals to 0. So, it is 0 minus 0 plus 8 is equals to 8 is the left hand limit. Then we will be finding right hand limit. Right hand limit is limit h is tending to 0 positive f of 1 plus h is equals to limit h is tending to 0 positive. Now in place of x in the function, you will be writing 1 plus h. 1 plus h whole square plus 3 times 1 plus h plus 4 is equals to limit h is tending to 0 positive. Open the bracket, 1 plus h square plus 2h plus 3 plus 3h plus 4. Now you have to solve next step. So add the like terms, h square will be as it is, 2h plus 3h will be plus 5h, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1, 8. So we will be having limit h is tending to 0 positive h square plus 5h plus 8. Put the value of h as 0. So it will be 0 plus 0 plus 8 is equals to 8. So right hand limit is equals to 8. Then we will find the value of the function f of 1, right? So f of 1 will be 1 square plus 3 into 1 plus 4. So it will be 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. So since left hand limit is equals to right hand limit is equals to value of the function, therefore function is continuous at x is equals to 1, right? So in every question, we will be finding left hand limit, right hand limit, and the value of the function. Now we will be taking one more example. We have to check the continuity of the function x square minus 25 upon x minus 5 when x is equals to not 5, right? And 10 when x is equals to 5. Now the value of the function is given, it is 10, right? Whenever we will be given the function in a ratio, right? So the very first step, we will simplify the ratio if we can. So we can write the function f of x is equals to x square minus 25 means x square minus 5 square upon x minus 5 when x is not equal to 5, and 10 when x is equals to 5, right, is equals to. So f of x in the next step will become x square minus 5 square will be x minus 5 into x plus 5 upon x minus 5. So a square minus b square, a minus b into a plus b. So it will be x minus 5 into x plus 5 upon x minus 5 when x is not equal to 5, and 10 when x is equals to 5. So any term we can cancel. We can cancel x minus 5 with x minus 5. Hanji, clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So f of x is equals to x plus 5 when x is not equal to 5, 10 when x is equals to 5. Now this will be the function upon which we will apply left hand limit and right hand limit. Actually the function is given to us x square minus 25 upon x minus 5. But since the function is given in the ratio and the ratio can be simplified, so the very first step we will simplify the ratio. So we have simplified it. Now the function is x plus 5 when x is not equal to 5, and 10 when x equals to 5. This 10 means value of the function, right? Now we will find left hand limit, right hand limit, and we will check whether both the limits are equal. So f of x is equals to x plus 5 now when x is not equal to 5. So we have f of x is equals to x plus 5 when x is not equal to 5. Taking this function, we will be solving. Left hand limit. Left hand limit, limit h is tending to 0, negative f of, the point is 5. So we will be having 5 minus h. It will be limit h is tending to 0, negative. In place of x, we will be writing 5 minus h plus 5. So it will be 5 plus 5, limit h is tending to 0, negative. 5 plus 5, 10 minus h. So put the value h as 0, apply the limit. Okay, so this we say apply the limit. Apply the limit means h will be approaching to 0. So we will put h is equals to 0. So the left hand limit comes out to be 10. So left hand limit we are getting 10. Now right hand limit. Right hand limit we will be calculating limit h is tending to 0, positive f of, the point is 5, so it will be 5 plus h is equals to limit h is tending to 0, positive 5 plus h. Sorry, you will put x 5 plus h, yes, plus 5. In place of x, you are writing 5 plus h. So it is 5 plus h in place of x plus this 5. And it is limit h is tending to 0, 10 plus h. Apply the limit. When you will apply the limit, it will be equal to 10. Right? 10 plus 0, it will be equal to 10. So you will be having right hand limit 10. Also, the value of the function is given to us. The value of the function when x is equals to 5 is 10. So we are given f of 5 is equals to 10. So since left hand limit is equals to right hand limit is equals to value of the function, therefore function is continuous at x is equals to 5. X is equals to 5 is the point of continuity. Any doubt? Clear? We will
Ma'am,
move.
please explain again.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ji. So we are given the function f of x is equals to x square minus 25 upon x minus 5 when x is not equal to 5, and 10 when x is equals to 5, right? That means x is equals to 5 is a point and the value of the function is 10. And when x is not equal to 5 in the nearby points, right, it could be on the left of 5 also, these points could be on the right of 5 also. In the nearby points, the value of the function is x square minus 25 upon x minus 5. We have to prove that the function is continuous. The function will be continuous if the if the left hand limit will be equal to right hand limit and it will be equal to value of the function. If these three values will coincide, then we will say the function is continuous. So for that we will be calculating left hand limit, right hand limit, and value of the function, which is already given to us, that f of 5 when x is equals to 5, the value of the function is 10. Now whenever we will be given the function in the ratio, and we know that we can simplify the ratio, the very first task will be simplify it. In mathematics everywhere this rule is applicable, right? If the ratio can be simplified, our first task is to simplify the ratio. So we can see that x square minus 25 can be written as x square minus 5 square upon x minus 5, and the function we are writing as it is, x is not equal to 5 and the value of the function is 10 when x is equals to 5. Now here on x square minus 5 square we are applying the formula a square minus b square, which is a minus b into a plus b. So we will be having x minus 5 into x plus 5 upon x minus 5 as it is. X is not equal to 5 and the value is 10 when x is equals to 5. X minus 5 will be cancelled with x minus 5. So we are getting x plus 5, x is not equal to 5, and 10 when x is equals to 5. So the function is reduced now. The value of the function is x plus 5 when x is not equal to 5, and the value of function is 10 when x is equals to 5. So for our convenience, we have written the function. We have f of x is equals to x plus 5 when x is not equal to 5. X is not equal to 5, but at the nearby points, we will considering f of x is equals to x plus 5. For that, we are taking left hand limit. We are taking h as very small value, right? This value is very small, but whenever we will subtract h, right, this small h, this point will lie somewhere on left hand side, this 5 minus h. So that is why we are writing it with left hand limit. So limit h is tending to 0 negative means the limit on the left side. Function in the place of x we will be calculating 5 minus h. So limit h is tending to 0 negative, we will put the value of x as 5 minus h, because 5 in the bracket x plus 5, 5 in the bracket 5 minus h means 5 minus h plus 5. So 5 plus 5, 10 minus h. Apply the limit. Apply the limit means h will be tending to 0, h will become 0. So it will be 10 minus 0 as 10. So left hand limit we are getting 10. After that we will be calculating right hand limit. Right hand limit at means h is a very small unit, h is approaching to 0. But if I will add h to 5, then 5 plus h will be a point lying on the right side. That is why we are denoting it with right hand limit. So f of 5 plus h will be limit h is approaching to 0. Positive 5 plus h plus 5. This we are writing in the function. In place of x, we are writing 5 plus h plus 5 as it is. 5 plus 5, 10 plus h. Now apply the limit. So h will be removed. We will be getting 10 only. So right hand limit is equals to 10. Also, the value of the function f of 5 is equals to 10. This is given to us in the question. That f of 5, when x is equals to 5, the value of f will be 10. So we are writing f in the bracket 5 is equals to 10. So we are having f of 5 is equals to 10. So since left hand limit is equals to right hand limit is equals to f of 5, the three values are 10, 10, 10 and 10. So therefore the function is continuous at x is equals to 5. That means the value on the left and the value at the point and the value of on the right, the three values are same. So three values coincide, therefore the function must be continuous. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will be moving to the next question. F of x is equals to sine 3x upon x. X is not equal to 0 and 1. When x is equals to 0, we have to prove that this function is discontinuous. Same way we will be proceeding at x is equals to 0. Now x is equals to 0 is the point, right? So left hand limit h is tending to 0. Negative f of it will be 0 minus h, right? Whatever the point, we are subtracting h from that. Now the point is 0, so it is f of 0 minus h, which we can write as f of minus h. Now the function is f of x is equals to sine 3x upon x. This is the function, right? When we will be taking the limit. So here in place of x, we will be writing minus h. So it will be limit h is tending to 0 negative sine 3, in place of x, we are writing minus h over minus h, right? So it will be limit h is tending to 0 negative minus sine 3h upon minus h, because sine of minus theta is equals to minus sine theta. Negative negative cancel. It is equals to limit h is tending to 0 negative sine 3h upon h. You know the fact that limit x is tending to 0, sine x upon x is equals to 1. Have you done this formula anywhere?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
In 11th.
okay, so limit x is tending to 0, sine x upon x is equals to 1, means whatever the angle x is, right? Whatever the angle x is, it should be in the denominator. Now here the angle is 3h. So in the denominator, we will make 3. So we will divide with 3 and we will multiply with 3. So we will be having limit h tending to 0, 3h upon 3, sine of 3h upon 3h. This value we will be having 1 into this 3 as it is. So left hand limit will be 3. So what we are doing, we are multiplying and dividing it with 3 so that this theta match with the theta in the denominator. 3h match with the 3h. So multiply and divide with 3. Now this sine 3h upon 3h, the whole term, limit h is tending to 0, it will be 1 using this formula. So we will be having 1 into 3 is equals to 3. This is the left hand limit. Now we will be finding right hand limit. For right hand limit, we will be having limit h is tending to 0 positive, f of 0 plus h means f of h means limit h is tending to 0 positive, sine 3h upon h. Again, we will proceed with the same steps, is equals to limit h is tending to 0 positive, sine 3h upon h into 3 and 3. Multiply and divide by 3. So that this value limit sine 3h upon 3h will be 1 into 3 is equals to 3. So left hand limit is 3, right hand limit is 3. Now the value of the function. The value of the function f of 0 is given to us 1. F of 0, it is given to us 1. So since left hand limit is equals to right hand limit, but it is not equal to f of 0, right? Therefore, function is not continuous at x is equals to 0. The function is not continuous. We will solve left hand limit. We will solve right hand limit. The left hand limit is 3. The right hand limit is 3. But the value of the function is given to us. It is 1. If it is 3 given to us, if the value of the function is 3, then the function will be continuous. But right now it is 1. Since it is 1, therefore it is not equal to left hand limit as well as right hand limit. Therefore the function is not continuous at x is equals to 0. So tomorrow we will be doing some more examples. Today we will do up to here only. Okay. So you practice at home. Any doubt?
No,
Okay, bye bye.